Good day, ma'am, classmates. I am Regina Florentino, along with my groupmates Helen Mialing, Carla Jane Borse, and John Patrick Adjasa, are here to present you the Filipino scientists that are renewed for what they do. Let us start our presentation.
The Filipino scientists in the field of science and technology. So, the four scientists that we have chosen to present today is Eduardo Cusingbing, Francisco O. Santos, Ricardo M. Lantikan, and Jose Arvelasco. And consequently, we will know the great contribution they have made in the field of science and technology.
Before proceeding to the main topic of this presentation, let us answer the motivation to measure our knowledge in the field of science and technology by giving the missing letters to come up with the answers on each item. You did great! Now, let's proceed to the main topic. So, let's start.
The first scientist we choose is Eduardo Cusingbing. Sir Eduardo Cusingbing was born on November 24, 1895 at Santa Cruz and died at the month of August 23, 1986 at Quezon City. Personal information. He is a botanist and author. Sir Cusingbing was author of taxonomic and morphological paper, many of which deals with orchids, including medical plants in the Philippines. He even published the book entitled Medicinal Plants of the Philippines and published more than 136 original articles and destroyed completely during the World War II. Sir Eduardo Cusingbing was a Filipino botanist and a noted expert in the medical plants of the Philippines. He was an author more than 129 scientific articles, many of which in orchids. His achievement: he was awardee of National Scientist in 1980 in Guggenheim Fellowship for Natural Science in US and Canada. His role in the Philippine Nation Building. He became the director of National Museum of the Philippines, and he published a book of medical plants of the Philippines, and actually served as the director of the National Museum of the Philippines, where he rebuilt the herbarium. The plant Succulumbium Cusingbing is named to honor Sir Eduardo Cusingbing.
The second scientist that we are talking about is Francisco O. Santos. Dr. Santos was born on June 3, 1892 in Kalumpit, Bulacan. His intelligence and curiosity led him to pursue both his bachelor's and master's degree from the University of the Philippines in 1914 and 1919. Lately, he went on to receive a doctorate in agricultural chemistry from Yale University in the United States. Francisco Santos died at the age of 91 years old from 1892 to 1893. Francisco O. Santos accomplished academic in the fields of pharmacy and chemistry. Did you know that Santos was a firm believer in nutrition's crucial role in Philippine society? Santos have a lot of contribution in the field of science. Most important discoveries was his study on sweet potatoes, including their shoots and leaves. He found out that they have properties that may combat beriberi, a potentially life-threatening condition caused by vitamin B deficiency. He also devoted his life to studying the nutritional value of Filipino food and the connection between social class and dietary patterns. And he also initiated and led what is now known as a Food and Nutrition Research Institute. Francisco O. Santos believed that in the Philippines, where health issues associated with nutrient deficiency continue to persist. Dr. Santos' research in human nutrition and its related biochemical and social economic factors played a key role in our academic and national progress. Dr. Santos have a fruitful career in human nutrition and agricultural chemistry. That's why Dr. Santos' wit and education were put to good use. His work was predominantly focused on improving the condition of nutrition and diet in the Philippines. The relationship between social class and dietary patterns also featured prominently in his work. As such, many of Dr. Santos' studies explored the nutritional value of Filipino food and in particular, the materials and ingredients used in its preparation. One of the achievements of Dr. Francisco Santos is an awardee of National Scientist Award on 2005 by being an outstanding educator and eminent scientist in the field of human nutrition and agricultural chemistry. He is well remembered for his deep concern and interest in improvement of nutrition of the Filipinos, especially in laboring and deprived areas. Also, Dr. Francisco Santos received the title of Distinguished Service Medal for Outstanding Contribution in the Field of Nutrition among Filipinos in 1955. One of the role of Dr. Francisco O. Santos in Philippine nation building is that he believed in the importance of finding more practical and affordable sources of nutritious food for the average citizen. Subsistence farming, or the practice of home gardening for personal consumption, was one solution for which he strongly advocated. By practicing this, he believed people would have not just more control over their nutrition, but also more financially viable options than supermarket produce. The second role of Dr. Francisco O. Santos in Philippine nation building is that he shows the importance of genetic diversity as a weapon against environmental diversity.
Born on January 8, 1933, Dr. Ricardo M. Lantikan is an internationally recognized pioneer in plant breeding. After graduating with a degree in agriculture from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños in 1954, Dr. Lantikan went on to obtain a master's degree in crop science from North Carolina State College 2 years later. He finished his academic journey with a doctorate degree at Iowa State University in 1961, after which he started professional journey in science and research. Dr. Lantikan and his team developed the aptly named Pag-asa mung bean varieties, which mature earlier and more uniformly than typical mung beans. Pag-asa varieties also produce a higher, more consistent yield. These traits have made Pag-asa a popular choice for mung bean cultivators in many Asian countries as well as in Australia. Lantikan is recognized for his contributions in plant breeding. His research shows the importance of genetic diversity as a weapon against environmental diversities. Dr. Lantikan received the title of National Scientist in 2005 for developing over 20 enhanced mung bean, soybean, and peanut varieties. His vast body of work not only led to the development of numerous legume varieties across Asia, but also revealed the key to solving mysterious crop crisis in the United States.
Let us now discover more about Dr. Jose Arvelasco and his importance in our society. Jose Arvelasco is a physiologist and scientist from the Philippines. On February 4, 1916, he was born in Imus, Cavite. He passed away on January 24, 2007. He was noted for his research on soil and plant nutrition and on coconut diseases. He graduated from the Science High School of Central Luzon State University. In 1940, he completed his agricultural degree at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. In 1949, he also received his doctorate of plant physiology from the University of California, Berkeley. He was appointed as the commissioner of the National Institute of Science and Technology from 1967 to 1977. And he was also a lecturer at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. He was awarded in 1974 the Planters Products Achievement Award for Crop Science Teaching. And in the same year, he was given the PCCP Distinguished Award in Pest Management. Now, let's proceed to Dr. Velasco's contribution to science. He worked into rice plant photoperiodism. He studied on the production and usage of coconut products, as well as the physiology of the coconut and the mineral nutrition of coconut growing areas. After that discussion, let us try to answer this fun activity. Great! You're so good at this. Thank you for listening.